You are listening to the Wisecracker podcast.
All right, goals.
Get the players!
Goals for today's episode is to have fun. Number one. Number two, it's to talk about blonde Oreos and how they're better. We were chowing down on a sleeve of blonde Oreos.
They're good.
The pack of Oreos is so much better than like if you just get like one of the sleeves, or if someone just gives you an Oreo. Give me the whole pack.
Are you buying loose Oreos, loosies?
Yeah. Yeah, I once was outside of a bodega and I bought a loose Oreo from a big gentle giant of a if you know what I mean. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm riding high, sorry. Popped is in. Watched media win the World Series. Because every game, it's the Little League World Series. They win a game. They won the World Series.
I guess that's true.
You don't really
They're
win.
at the point where they get to send teams home, so you get to watch the kids cry.
Yeah, I will give props to Maine. You know, they were playing all gay the entire game, but then when it came to losing, they at worst, they were like, oh, I have to go back to Maine. But no one cried, no tears. And that's good to see.
At least hold it together while you're on camera.
Because, you get the fucking, you see the news and what's happening with Disney. You think these kids are softies, but I think they're actually getting harder.
Maybe.
These kids out there, they're hard.
Just something emotionally wrong where they are sad, but they can't cry.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely blocked. There's definitely something going on because they, just the way they act and the way they respond to things, they just are acting like these MLB players like Bryce Harper, who is a man that just, you can see it in his eyes. He's got the sunken eyes. He's like dead inside. You were talking about it. He's hiding something. He wants to say something.
No, I think I was saying Bryce Harper, I don't think he wants to say anything or that he has anything that's like a secret. Or I just think he's one of these guys where like if he had opinions, they would be a problem. So instead it's like, well, what famous person would you like to meet? And he's like, I love the Philly Fanatic because he's green.
Yeah, well, they do those kid questions where they ask, like, what's your hi, my name's Nolan D'Ambrosio, and my favorite food is spaghetti and meatballs. And then they get to Bryce Harper because the Phillies are playing tomorrow on the Little League field.
Yeah, that would be. They should play
incredible.
on the Little League sized field.
And he's like, my dream dinner guest, and he's like, do not say Donald Trump. The Philly Fanatic.
See, I don't even know if it's like that. I think it's more just like, even without realizing it, you may be like, you know what? Life's going to be harder and a problem for me if I think about stuff. So instead, I'm just going to become.
I just want to play baseball.
I'm just a goofy guy. I just want to have fun.
I just want to sit in the outfield.
Did you see my Philly Fanatic cleats? They look like the Philly
I
Fanatic.
have green cleats. I play for a red team, and I wear green cleats. Bryce Harper, do you think Jesus came back in America? I like to hit baseballs. That's how I like my. I do think that baseball players do a really good job of shut up and swing.
Yeah, they shut up and dribble for baseball.
You really don't hear a whole lot of opinions from them.
I think it's because they couldn't.
Yeah. I only want to hear opinions when you're a professional. I only want to hear your opinion if you're like a cop. Like a cop that's arresting me and just being like, fucking Biden's got us by the balls.
Yeah, that's right, sir. Thank you, sir.
The fucking local government, the city council won't let us throw fucking kids around when they're underage drinking.
Now, do I mail a check for this fine, sir?
I was at a audition yesterday for Avocados from Mexico. Free ad.
Yeah,
Fuck
you were there for a while.
Yeah, I was
they
there for
kept
like
you
an hour.
in the room.
It was
What
a
is
sweat
this,
out.
cartel tactics?
Well, it was an Avocados from Mexico commercial, non-union, and they did the SNL thing where you come in and it's just a two-way mirror, and then they're like, list your favorite avocado meals. And and then you have to do a little skit. No, what it was I stood there and made faces for 8 minutes, and then they were like, thank you.
But no talking.
You'll be hearing from us. Yeah.
We were saying this though. You make some of the best faces.
I do.
out there.
I do make
right
good.
now.
Here's a new one.
So
The classic.
I just lost the Little League World Series.
The amount of people that come up to me after a sketch show and are like, "How do you make your eyes do that?" I was like, "I open them, retard." Well, I open them. Anyone can do it right now. Don't look at me. Look at the people.
Oh, there they are.
The people. It's not hard. You just have to know when to do it.
My favorite thing about avocados is the way they feel when you mush them.
I made a lot of faces in that room. Oh, but what got me talking about that was we were waiting outside in an alleyway, and there were so many hot teens because I was a football coach. So I was standing there with guys that look like football coaches, and then high schoolers. Like all these kids were euphoria, beautiful, like tan. The
When
hair.
you were put into the football coach category, they don't think you can play euphoria teen anymore.
That's what I said. I was like, fuck, this is how I find out that I'm not a hot teen anymore. I'm an old, fat, fucking football coach.
Obviously, I'll be reading for hot teen who likes avocados.
Yeah. Sexy teen that all the girls want to sleep with. No, I'm football coach. So,
I'm sort of like the avocado dealer for my school.
But this other guy came in who wasn't even at the right audition. He was like, everything sucks now. Everything moves so slow. And it was in Hollywood, so obviously you had to walk through like a gnarly homeless town. And
They weren't. Is that how long the audition was taking, that these guys had to sleep outside?
I got there, and these guys were walking into work with suits and a briefcase. By the time I left, they were already homeless. They were they had shaving cream. They were shaving their. There was a guy. It was literally a car. The homeless people in Los Angeles are cartoon homeless. They have like the big boot with the one fucking toe sticking out, and they're like shaving their heads with a spoon, like a sharpened spoon. They have a fucking
hat,
I
but
saw
the
a guy
top is punched
yesterday.
out of it.
Yeah, he was eating boot soup out of a top hat. There was a guy that was legitimately wearing a big barrel for his clothing. He had a wooden barrel, and he said, "Can I have a nickel?" And I was like, "Buddy, you can't buy anything with $5, let alone a nickel."
Time travel.
He had a big red nose.
Painted on 5
Aw,
o'clock shadow
shucks.
with funny clown lips.
Bugs Bunny played a prank on me so bad I lost my home. No, it was much worse. It was a dirty bed with guys that seemed like they were dead in a tent that smelled like shit and piss. And it was leaking. There was a liquid that you had to step over. There was, because, I mean, honestly, homeless town that I had to walk past on Sunset, which Sunset really is like homeless town.
That whole, the whole boulevard.
Like
is
Saks
kinda-
Fifth Avenue, or sorry, not Saks, but like Fifth Avenue is the shopping district of New York, where it's like you got stores, you got Macy's, you got Saks, you got Sunset Boulevard is fucking like the homeless, like, and it's not even like there's Skid Row. But if
It's
you're
not even
going
the most.
there-
It's not even the top homeless neighborhood.
Dude, it's so bad. But these guys had waterfront views, and by waterfront views, I meant piss was coming out of their tent, and they were sitting next to it. But you had to walk through there, and so I'm talking to this guy who's there at the wrong audition. He's supposed to be at the one next door where he's supposed to play like a lawyer or something. And he's like, well, these people don't want to work. They're on strike. And so now I have to do commercials. I'm not getting residual checks anymore. And you have to walk past these filthy fucking bums. And I was like,
true,
I know
mister.
what this guy's going to say next. So I plan to see it. I'm like, hey, these aren't bums. One of these guys that's passed out from ketamine, they could be the president.
And we don't know what's going to happen. This is America.
I do know what was going to happen, what he was going to say next. He said, well, it'd be better than the president we have now. And then I was like, brother.
Even these guys who are passed out on heroin are more awake than sleepy Joe Biden.
See me after the fucking audition. We're gonna put up a 2-man show.
I got some literature for you, brother.
We're gonna put up a 2-man show called "Win the Country Back." We're gonna put it up at the Pack Theater. It's gonna be a show called "Enough Is Enough."
Try this in a small town.
Yeah, we're gonna put up the show called "Try This." If there's not a music video of that already, I want to make a music video of that.
Yeah, the official.
You think you're gonna wear Jordans in this town?
No baseball caps.
You think you're gonna wear your baseball cap inside this grocery store with that hoodie? Not in my small town. Not in my small
Chains?
town. You won't.
Not anything that it isn't on a truck.
Chevy, Ford, fine with me. You try to drive a Nissan. You were driving a Nissan for a little bit.
Yeah, I was. Honestly, not a bad car.
Yeah.
Nissan Altima.
Well, say what you want about non-small town folk. They know how to consume.
Say what you want about piloting a white Nissan.
Yeah.
Around. It
Whipping
this
it
wasn't
around.
bad. It was a brand
Nissans don't have
new-
turn signals though. That's interesting. From my experience, they just don't have them.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Is that a package? That's just an upgrade. You get the leather seats and the moonroof, and then you get the turn signal.
Well, the standard base model does come with subwoofers, but no turn signal.
And a Bluetooth that doesn't work. A Bluetooth that lights up. A radio that has you on the Crown Vic. We're ones to talk. I drive a fucking Cadillac. Max first car is like
There's nothing
92
wrong
Crown
with this
Victoria.
stuff.
It's
just-
good.
it's-
I'm just saying it's good.
Yeah.
But if you try that, and if you try to
But
live
if
my
I
lifestyle in a
tried,
small town,
honestly, I probably should stay out of small
if
towns.
I get out of my Cadillac with my hood up
If I-
in a small town, I might have problems. I might have some problems with the folks. Fuck small towns, man. Make it big. Grow.
This
build
town
up.
should be bigger.
Yeah, build up.
You know what this town needs? The buildings should be taller. And there should be 4 major league sports teams that play here.
And there should be a
Fuck small
There should be a
towns.
homeless encampment. Yeah, fuck small towns. I like the homeless. I like, you know what? Yeah, fuck you. I like the homeless. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. You get little fucking guys, little characters on the street that you can look at. They're interesting.
Yeah, there was this funny guy that really made my day, and he was passed out right in front of my building yesterday on a mound of couch cushions.
Every once in a while, someone goes and sits on my stairs, and they'll leave some stuff. They'll leave
like
That's
Boo
a thing.
Radley.
Have you have you noticed people? These guys who have nothing are always leaving their shit.
They still have the most to give.
So much heart.
They literally have nothing, and they'll leave behind a small baggie that had something in it, a pile of shit.
We should have more homeless.
More.
Do you think
Return.
I'm
Homes are a modern invention. When you think
I'm
about
not very political, and I'm no economicist, but do you think having more homeless would drive the cost of living down? Maybe less people paying rent. Because you have all these people.
What would happen is with like influence these days, influencers, as soon as there were too many people living on the street, then that would become too cool to live on the street.
Yeah.
And then everyone would want to live on the street, and it would actually drive the price.
We're already getting there. The van people, TikTokers
That's
that
true.
buy vans and fix them up.
That's true.
We're literally
People
already getting there.
think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like hashtag van life. It's going to be hashtag tent life, and then it's going to be hashtag gutter life. And then before you know it, Bryce Hall is going to be pissing in his own tent on Santa Monica.
I think that what was I going to say? Yeah, I still think that living inside in an apartment is the move. But living outside on the street,
living
is
in a
becoming
home
much
with a
more
roof over
popular.
you could be the move.
Yeah, I still think that the thing you want to do is be inside and live indoors in a
Yeah.
house or an apartment. But I will say, living outside underneath a pile of tents is kind of
A
becoming
nice
more
road
popular.
over top of you. That's white noise. Puts you to sleep.
Also, all this rain we're gonna get, you got a nice.
So
overpass.
fucked up on heroin or whatever they do here. I don't even think they're doing heroin. I think they're just eating trash to get high. You eat enough trash, you're gonna get fucked up. Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, we got. Well, one more thing. I do want to talk about the storms because not a good time to
Right.
be homeless. They're all gonna get washed away. They're all gonna, They're gonna
Maybe.
fall into the gutters that have little things that are like, don't throw your trash down here because it's gonna kill the dolphins. And I was like, that's what's gonna kill the dolphins is my fucking Snickers wrapper that because I use. There's not enough trash cans in LA. I throw my shit. I don't throw it in the street. I'm not a fucking redneck, but I do throw it in the gutter. I throw it I throw it in the manhole.
Tuck it out of sight.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
It's that pretty much that. They'll filter that out. They got a big net. They got a big net that catches all that shit. Littering is creating jobs. Street sweepers.
There's some guy who works for the government at the other end of that pipe who wants our trash so
Yeah.
he can eat it to get high.
But that's what sucks is that they're like, well, Joe Biden does favors for his own family. It's like, oh, because he gave Hunter Biden a job, and that job is the guy that's at the end of the sewer that eats all the trash.
And of course he's high because eating trash
He's eating all the
gets you
trash.
high.
Gets you high. Yeah, homeless people that listen. Fuck, I would love because every homeless
What
guy has a
percentage of our
smartphone.
listeners are homeless?
I don't know. The Spotify
Spotify, it
analytics
doesn't tell
doesn't show
you.
you that.
You don't have to tell Spotify if you live in a home.
You don't have Disney Plus. Walking past, stepping over the piss and shit river.
You don't watch The Mandalorian?
I was waiting at this audition for over an hour, midday in homeless city, and I was having fun because I was with all the boys. I was making friends with all the hot Euphoria teens, and I was just like, AI can fucking have this. I was like, I don't even want it. This sucks.
This job is bad.
I have to wait in line to do a fucking avocado commercial that I'm not going to book because
make
they asked for my
faces?
Instagram. I was like, all right. Well, better give them a fake one. I don't have that. I gave them.
Should you have a fake Instagram?
I gave them the Livy. I gave them the cheerleader, the LSU cheerleader TikTok. I was like, that's my account. That's me.
I don't think I know this one.
This was a thing that was shown to me because my old roommate was like, she's so hot. I was like, well, let me tell you,
Why
brother.
wasn't she at the audition?
Why, if she's so hot, why isn't she doing avocados for Mexico commercials? But I was like, that fucking AI, they're striking, and because they're like, we don't want AI to ruin our lives and our careers, which is valid. But
What life?
What do you want to
What
fucking do?
career?
Is this a life worth saving? And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I should be careful for what I wish for, because if AI takes over commercial acting, I could be on the street with shaving my head with a spoon, and then I would
bindle.
I'd go next to the another guy that was pooping and peeing himself like he's a big baby, and I could say, before AI took over, before the strikes, I used to be in Little Caesars commercials that never aired. I used to be in Slim Jim commercials.
There was a
Anyway,
thing called
hand me
residuals.
that needle that you just used. let me. Yeah,
Let me get a chance with that needle that you just used.
I used to actually legitimately be a model. I had a modeling audition yesterday. Another one for a gaming company or something. Lenovo? I don't know what that is. I used to be a model. Anyway, let me fucking get that crack pipe that you were drooling blood all over.
I used to get residuals. Speaking of that, there's probably some residue still in the pipe.
I used to pay my rent with residuals. Anyway, blow your smoke into my face. blow your smoke into my ass so we don't waste any.
I used to have to give blowjobs to producers. Now I just do them for free on the street.
Now I do it because we're bored.
Now it's like twiddling my thumbs.
Waterfront
giving blowjobs.
property. Waterfront property, rent-free, getting blowjobs. Could be worse. You want to get rid of global warming? Kill all the fucking potheads. Blowing smoke.
What was that?
Homeless people don't have cars. Maybe we should give them cars.
Some of the homeless people around me seem to have a car.
Yeah.
I think this was the move for them. They started living in their car. And then that somehow still didn't work.
Yeah.
And then they're living like next to their car, and their car is just there with no wheels on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's like, is that a home? Is a car a home? People do live in
depends.
their car out here.
Depends how far the seat can go back.
Yeah, if it's like a Denali or something, I'd consider that a home.
Well,
If it's
the
like a
car
Fiat,
companies did the same thing that
It's more like
city planners
like a
did,
cabin.
where like On benches, they have like the armrest, or they straight up just have like spikes to make people not be able to sleep on them. Cars did the same thing where like even in the back seat, it's like
Try that in a big town.
It's
Try
like a-
sleeping on my sidewalk in a big town.
the car companies did the same thing where every seat is like its own like cockpit. Like you don't. There's no just like bench. There's no
The
couch.
extreme bucket seat.
So they even did that. They were like, fucking Toyota was like, well, we don't want people sleeping in our cars. We don't want to be the car company that has fucking bums sleeping in
we
our
don't
cars.
want to be the car associated with homelessness.
So they have the little. Have you ever tried to sleep in the back seat of a car? You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, not since I was young.
It's hard to lie down in a car.
I'm not usually doing much sleeping in the back seat. I'm usually having sex in the back seat of a car.
What'd I say? Oh yeah, hurricane. Hurricane episode. Hunker down.
Oh
look
yeah,
outside.
big weather
We're-
alerts.
Look out. I yesterday it was
It's the sunniest day.
clear skies, and I was like, I gotta go to this audition. So I put in my phone, and I was like, it's gonna be 45 minutes. But there's a weather
There's
alert.
weather
they give you a big,
emergencies.
not yellow. They give you a red exclamation point. Weather alert. Weather warning. Severe weather warning. I was like, it's clear. It's actually slightly overcast, hazy, LA haze. So the sun's not going to get in your eyes. It might be the safest time to drive, and there's less people on the road because they're getting weather alerts.
Maybe it will actually happen. Maybe we'll get hit with the worst hurricane of all
don't think
time,
we're
and
gonna
like
drop.
tomorrow, it's going to be me and you and all the bums out in the Pacific Ocean.
Splashing around.
But for some reason, I don't think so.
I don't think it's
already
gonna
been,
rain.
It's already been downgraded to a tropical storm.
Hurricane Hillary, which is ironic because now they're just naming the hurricanes after the people that make them. The people that press the button and say
It's a loser hurricane.
there were a lot of
Hurricane
there were a lot
Hillary
of
sounds like a loser.
a lot of fucking.
I'm not afraid of this thing.
A lot of fucking Mexicans in LA voting for Trump. I think we send them a Hurricane Hillary, just to straighten them out. A lot of Catholic Mexicans.
Getting uppity.
They don't like abortion. We should fucking kill them with a hurricane. We should abort these
Yeah,
guys
they're
with a
fucked up.
hurricane.
I don't think it's even gonna. Well,
No.
I don't know. There's been a bunch of.
I did
fake-
get the prediction that's not even going to rain. It's going to be windy, but it's not going to rain.
There were a bunch of videos online of people being like, "Look, it's in Palm Springs, which is the middle of the desert, by the way."
For those fucking like, if you don't know where Palm Springs is, you might as well be fucking homeless. if you don't have a girlfriend with $1 million house,
Oh, you've never.
might as well be fucking homeless.
You've never been
Oh, Palm,
Palm
Springs. You've never been?
You've never been?
You've never been gay in Palm Springs?
Try that in a gay town.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Try being straight in Palm Springs. Okay. Try bringing your football to Palm Springs.
Oh no, to sucky sucky. Try that in a gay town.
Oh, you want to be in a fantasy football league? Try doing that in a gay town.
Oh, you think it's weird to do drugs every time you have sex? Try that in a gay town.
This is a new opinion of mine. Is that this is contradictory? Is that fantasy football is straight? This is a very new thing.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I'm in
We
the
might-
league now.
I keep getting invited into leagues.
Yeah, people love
I guess-
having me in the leagues so that I can name my team like the Cincinnati Bengals. He, him. The straight LA Chargers. It's hard to talk when you're packing a lip. Oh, I did this audition chewing gum too, because I was like, "Oh, you're not gonna give me lines? I'm gonna be chewing gum."
Do you remember the people were inviting us to their fantasy football leagues? But remember when people invited us to that improv show and we showed up wearing sunglasses and chewing gum?
Yeah.
And everyone got very upset.
Not everyone. Some people were like, "I'm gonna remember this forever," and that was what 6 years ago. I still get people
Well, I
still
feel
bring
like
it
that was
up.
one of those things where everyone was pissed at the time.
Well, the women were pissed.
Everyone hated it. It was
Did-
like when Trump was the president. Everyone hated it.
But after the
then
fact.
once it was over, they were like, "That's the funniest and best thing that's ever happened."
Oh, you don't like when the Naismith boys walk onto improv scenes wearing sunglasses, chewing way too much gum, and saying and only responding, "You're not a very good doctor, huh?" But now gas is $5,
some
and there is no
kinda-
improv.
Bad doctor.
So, you're a kangaroo, and this is your Outback Steakhouse. That's kind of weird. That's an unusual thing.
So you guys are like Fighting? You
Uh,
guys are sitting down in 2 chairs and fighting?
so you guys are getting a divorce? I'm a cop. Yeah, that was legendary. That was legendary. If that happened in 2009, it would be the type of thing where they would be teaching at a UCB class, being like, the Naismith boys once went to a improv show where the team was made up the day of, and they didn't care.
You won't believe it. These guys went to the
Sam, people wait all week for their opportunity to get at the pit loft, to get on this famous stage that has the clown's
a
prayer on it.
glimpse of the clown's prayer.
It's got a basketball hoop and the clown's prayer.
Yeah,
on it.
we did really sort of betray the clown's prayer.
I don't think so. I think we
oath.
honored it.
No, wasn't the oath, I will always take this seriously and never do something that's funny?
We were
While on stage, I will always do make-em-ups to be as not funny as possible. And half scenes will be a couple being divorced.
improv when I was doing it was the Catholic Church, and I was Martin Luther, and they weren't ready for it. Like, how dare you honor the sanctity of a thing that is the lowest effort form of comedy?
You got to pay to get into heaven. You got to take 401 classes before you can even audition.
You need to pay $400 to take a class with a sex criminal that ends up moving to LA, and for some reason the jurisdiction ends and you're allowed to be a sex criminal out here again. But then,
Is that why everyone moves west?
you can take the improv comedian out of the indie improv scene in New York, but you can't take the indie improv scene out of the improv comedian. And by that I mean once a pedophile, always a pedophile. They weren't pedophiles, but they were weird.
Not that one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, but the fucking hurricane, LA hurricane, it is funny because I don't even think it's a hurricane. I think maybe Baja California, which always confused me.
Further south.
Why does Mexico get a cool name like Baja
California?
I want California to be Baja
It's like
California.
spicy. It's like the spicy chicken sandwich.
No, don't watch TV.
Baja California.
Sometimes I leave the TV on so that it feels like we're just talking and we're not just like, all right, time to sit down and talk.
Yeah.
It's nice to sometimes just have it be like, oh, we're hanging out, we're drinking beer. I've got.
But sometimes it is nice to take a quick little peep at the TV to see the chicken sandwich commercial.
When me and Mac have conversations normally off mic, we're drinking beers, we're popping zins, Sam's on uppers, and I have a list of things to talk about. And then when you get on mic, then you're like, oh, okay, so you have to do it this way. So sometimes it's nice to leave the TV on, get some commercials.
Yeah, it feels
See what's
more
happening.
relaxed.
Yeah. This is a laid-back podcast, okay? This is a podcast for people that want to hang out, but they don't have any friends on a Saturday.
Which is a lot. The loneliness epidemic.
The loneliness can get to you. That really was a pandemic. We have people in that don't even speak this language listening to the podcast just because they're like,
I just need to hear something.
They're like, can you hold my mic? I want to hang out with men. Except they would say it in their language. Glad I did that. Glad I fired that up. Glad that's online forever now. Oh, hey, you want my Instagram handle? I'll put that in a clip to make sure I can't work ever. I'm striking.
Avocados.
As long as everyone's on strike. Oh, Big Hollywood, you want us to be PC? No. We're going to not be PC because we're on strike. Can you hold this again?
Self-sabotage for the strike.
It's funny because I keep asking you to hold it. And I don't even have anything to say. Man, it was so much. I fucking miss our old mics. It was so much easier to pull your face back and look like an Asian person.
Yeah, the hands-free. Maybe what we can do is get some stands for these.
No, I like holding it.
But what if you got to do the face?
What if you got to do the face? Well, Cody had the idea you have it hanging down like a ring announcer.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we do this whole podcast in like a ring setup.
They don't even do that anymore.
They don't?
Yeah.
They don't lower the mic?
No.
Why?
Michael Buffer
COVID?
has it holding. Yeah, I think it's a COVID thing.
No more community mic?
with a final tally of 120 million electoral college votes. And still, your president of the United States, Joseph R. Biden. I saw a ad, Sterling versus O'Malley. Is O'Malley the guy with the fucking red hair? I kind of want to watch.
It would have to be, right?
I don't know. No, I
O'Malley?
think O'Malley. Mac, the most famous O'Neill of all time is a 9-foot black guy. I don't think last names really matter anymore. Yeah, so Media Lily just coming off a big W, beat Maine, beat them into the fucking turf. Absolutely representing Delco. Those are our boys.
And
Mac's
now-
got the shirt
Yeah,
on.
I've got the vintage shirt. Still fits me because they gave me the biggest one. When you were kind of a tall kid, it didn't matter how skinny you were. They had to give you the big shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And it also meant you had to get a big number.
Big number. 12's not that big.
Yeah, but it was like 1 to 14. Or
I was
something.
always number 5. I'd squeeze into number 5. It was a medium. I was a large.
I always wanted to be
squeeze into
number
it.
1, but it was always like the tiniest kid got to be number 1.
Redmond would get number 1.
Fucking Redmond.
Fucking Redmond. Redmond was a kid on my team. He was one of those kids that, but honestly, the passion, the love of the game, he was just like the tiniest little fucking like bad athlete. Like first at bat, gets in the wrong batter's box, like doesn't know which way he's supposed to hit, just absolutely lost out there. But it's like, this is good. This is what it's all about, is having kids be passionate, getting out there, making some friends, being physical. And then he, one practice he shows up wearing a Red Sox hat. And I'm like, Redmond, why are you wearing a Red Sox hat? He's like, well, that's my favorite team. I was like, get the fuck out of my country. Get off my team. I'm no longer going to, because I was always the one that would stand up. I was always the second, third best player on the team. And so I'd be like, hey guys, the other kids, they'd look for me to leadership because also their dads liked me the most because I was good at cursing. And so I was like,
let me drive their trucks.
guys, this Redmond guy, he's just like one of us. He's trying to learn. We also have to start somewhere. Sure, we're all already 13. Or no, we're probably like 9. We're already 9, and we already have been playing baseball for 6 years. And Redmond's just getting started. It's fine, Sure, he puts the glove on the wrong fucking hand and doesn't know.
It's confusing.
And when they say,
because you're right-handed, you'd think you would put the glove.
Redmond, go play left field, and then he stands on second base with 2 feet. Sure, that might make you mad
Well, that's
a little
also
bit.
tough. Stage left.
Yeah. Left field. That's a tough one, yeah. Left, right field. That's
Little
kinda,
League is hilarious because kids' ages 10 to just under 13 are such a variety of shapes and sizes
Yeah.
and testosterone levels.
Well, there are kids on the media team that are 4'11", and there's a kid that's like 6'1".
Yeah, it's people who are 60 pounds and people who are 160 pounds all playing with each other. And then you also get the crazy thing of skill level, like kid with the best bat, best gloves, best he's wearing like armbands.
DeMarini. The white DeMarini bat.
He's got nice cleats, nice helmet. And then you got the kid where it's like he doesn't know which side of the plate to stand on.
Don't touch my Techzilla, Mac. If you touch my Techzilla, if you touch my $400 bat, my dad's the coach and I don't get a hit.
Yeah, the guy
but
who
I still
made
bat
that,
6th.
Diversity of people work the least was
Yeah.
the kid who sucked ass but had the $500 bat that
Yeah.
no one else was allowed to even look at.
The Techzilla would dent. I remember people, which I had a fucking, what was it? It wasn't Tops. It was just like the fucking basic.
Oh, the TPX?
TPX. No, it wasn't even TPX. It was, I think it was a metal Louisville Slugger, which is ironic
Quick, name
because that's
metal bats.
like maybe the standard bat.
Easton.
Easton was always for softball, I thought, but these kids they're the little. I guess they're trying to turn just another example of trying to turn little boys into girls by giving them Easton gear. But yeah, the D Marine was the D3 that was gold.
When they created that like double barrel, that was when Little League got
core.
crazy. For like 2 years, everyone was launching home runs.
See, I should play the fucking coach, but maybe not football. But like, bring your hands in on the inside pitch, bring it in, let that double barrel ride, send it the opposite way.
Kid, this is called a Zin.
Yeah, pop
It
this
gives
in.
you energy.
It'll make you play better. Don't tell your mom.
Do you see these kids are spitting a lot? Like these kids aren't
Yeah.
dipping or even like chewing gum. I think it's just part of their like mechanics.
Well, it used to be if you
Like the
if you
big
get a
leaguers
home
do.
if you hit a home run after the game, you get an orange slice. Now you get a Celsius. you get a Zen and a Celsius. One of these teams, I think what it was when a player gets on first base, the first base coach gives them Skittles. So I thought that's kind of fun. It is good in baseball to have like a thing. That's why every fucking MLB team is like,
Well-
we hit a home run, we put a samurai hat on or whatever.
yeah,
fuck.
those ones are dumb. I'm over
The
those.
forced ones are really stupid.
Yeah, if it just happens organically.
The Phillies last year had a home run hat, and then they stopped doing it, and then they went to the World Series.
Yeah, maybe the home run hat is what's holding teams
Yeah.
back. I like the Skittles though.
Skittles is fun.
Because I'd always say one of my favorite things about baseball compared to other sports is you can eat food while you're playing. Like you don't even have to call a timeout. You can just eat food.
I used to have a fucking back pocket full of ranch sunflower seeds, and I would do this thing. It was too much work to have the seed in your mouth, split it open with your two front teeth, eat the seed, which is nothing. It's like eating a fucking
little protein.
It's like a little fucking.
A little protein for the game. It's like a seed. The
then
seed
you
is
have
like
to
the
spell the
size
seed?
of a fucking seed or something.
I wouldn't do that. I would just chew it. I would chew.
mash it?
Yeah, and then you'd cut your fucking teeth up.
Oh, but then you're like chewing on wood chips.
And then I'd throw it in my lip to pretend like I was dipping.
I got good at the cracking them with your mouth.
It just got too hard. I just wanted the flavor, and then if you would chew it up, you just get the flavor of the seed and the ranch. Really making those like flavored like barbecue. It's just like, yeah, kids are just gonna chew them and suck them and cut their lips up, and then they go to the doctor and be like, "What the fuck? You eating glass?" Like, nah, I'm playing first base for Media Little League 12 or 10 and under B team.
The real thing you do is you blow a little bubble and then you take it out with the gum and you stick it on your friend's hat, and then he's just got a bubble of gum on his hat. And the real thing you do is you take the cover off of the Gatorade bottle and then you like put it back together. So it
Oh,
makes
not
a
the cover.
ring.
The second ring, like when you twist it off the cap and it's got the ring.
No, the wrapper of the thing.
Oh, and you would make that into a ring.
Well, no, you throw it and it makes like a gyro helicopter.
Oh, yeah. No, what we would do is we would take the lid of a Powerade or Gatorade bottle, and then the second little like left behind ring on the lid,
Oh, and then you just make a.
you flip it inside out, and it's all sharp, and then you can make like a ninja star, like a disc. Fuck
Throw
up opposing
sharp
team.
stuff.
That's what you get for being on the wrong funeral home team. So, you play for green funeral home team? I'm on red funeral home team, bitch. Cut up Redmond. That was the same year I was playing with a wooden bat, too. I was playing with a giveaway Jim Tomey wooden
I
bat.
still remember I was on a team with a kid that really had no business playing at that level. And someone threw like a inside pitch that was, pretty high, tight, and fast. And this kid dove out of the way, scared, as he should be.
Pussy.
And everyone
Probably
in
a
our
lacrosse
dugout-
player. Probably a fucking lacrosse player. Future lacrosse player diving out of the way.
Someone yelled, "Lose the skirt," and I always thought that was like the funniest,
Skirt's good.
like stupid thing because this kid might have actually like had to go to the hospital.
If the pitcher was better than me, I would lean helmet first. Let's take one off the dome.
You said someone did that. in one
Yeah,
of
a
these
girl
Little League
did it.
Games.
A girl.
Girl can play baseball.
Yeah, she got it was like, who's this guy at the
They let
at
a girl get hit by a pitch.
who's this guy at the plate right now? He's taller than everyone else on the team. And I don't want to sound crass, but hotter. Oh, he got hit in the head, and then he took off the helmet. Just long, flowing, beautiful blonde hair. It's a girl. And then she marched to first base, got some Skittles. It's cheating.
Nice.
I don't like having the girls play in the Little League because it's cheating because they're so much fucking smarter than the guys.
Yeah, they have to be at that age.
Yeah, you can't be playing baseball and also getting A's in social studies.
Yeah, baseball's for idiot boys.
Yeah. Baseball's for boys that are like, so how'd you play today? Good. My team was good. You can't have girls being like, I'm
We
a
got
lefty
Skittles.
facing a lefty. I should probably lean into a pitch so I can get Skittles.
She's probably not even motivated by the food. Now, girls are the most food motivated creatures in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Like even more than training a dog or something.
Mm-hmm.
Human girls, most food oriented.
They love treats.
They're always thinking about when the next meal is going to happen and how special it's going to be. Not me. I just need my tuna can and my sunflower seeds.
I need my 2 beers and my shards of sunflower seeds packed in my lip.
I just need whatever rations are still in the trunk of my tireless car.
I might be out of frame if I'm doing this. Whatever. Toes are out again. For Janice. Shout out Janice. YouTube commenter Janice.
Thanks for making this feel worth
Literally
doing.
DM me. I'll send you pictures of my feet. I don't care. I'll do it for free.
If you
can prove that you've turned 2 women onto the podcast, I will send you pictures of my feet for free. Bottoms and tops. Toes out.
We'll sell you the socks.
I have bad feet. High arch. My toes curl in. Because I was wearing shoes that were too small for me for like a decade. Because I was like, yeah, I'm a size 11 and a half. Like literally last year, I bought new shoes. And I was like, why does my big toe stick out of it like I'm a homeless guy living
always driving
waterfront? And I was like, I just think I need bigger shoes. And I did. I'm still growing. I'm a growing boy. Anyway, what do I have? Oh, I fucking... Bae has been taking... not taking, but she was taking diarrhea pills to like... It was not really
to
diarrhea
induce
pills.
diarrhea?
Yeah, well, it was like a cleanser. It was like cleansing. It was like some fucking... saw it on
Gotta get it all
Instagram. Like, oh, my gut health's bad. I feel bloated. I should take poison. And
yo, it good. It make you clear out.
First day, the next, because you take it at night and then it cooks. Gotta let it cook. Gotta let it fucking literally like poison the inner lining of your stomach. So that, because women love like bleeding and leaking shit.
What if I could
women
have a period?
Love eating, they love fucking school, and they love having like uncontrollable toilet episodes.
What if I could have a period out of both holes?
I want both. And
never satisfied.
we were walking her dog, and she's like, I have to go home. I was like, yeah, because you took
the
the
one?
fucking instant diarrhea pill last night. And she was like, can you leave the house? She closed the door and then closed the second door into the hallway and was like, can you actually just like leave? I was like, listen, I'm not going to leave my house because you have to have a little girl shit in my toilet.
That's way scarier than the Google weather alert.
She was like, it smells really bad. And it didn't. It smelled good. Girl shit smells good.
Babe, don't flush. Babe.
Yeah, go ahead and leave it.
Do me a favor. Don't flush.
Gotta take the pH low. I gotta make sure that these pills are working right.
Hey, leave that there. Don't flush.
Scoop it up, put it in a fucking jar, sell it to the Patreon members. But a thing that she did was she locked the door. She locked the door from the outside. There's no key.
Well, she did that when I was over here the one time too.
Locking
it's
the door.
So serious that no one.
I just took a
follows her.
shit. You're not allowed to go in there. It's like, what if I have to fucking piece of shit? So I took one.
Say you saw a Black Widow.
I was like, this.
Sorry, you can't go in there.
This ain't nothing. You think I can't take a diarrhea? You think I didn't get vaccinated? You think I can't take the diarrhea pill and be okay? So I took the diarrhea pill, and the next day,
I was born into diarrhea.
I wake up and I'm like, babe, I gotta drive home. I can't be here. Do what I had to do. So I drove home, 15-minute drive.
That's crazy.
Every light was red.
What is this?
I was rocking back and forth. I was like driving with 2 hands. I was not relaxed behind the wheel. Just like running bikers off the road, driving into the bike lane, going up on the sidewalk, getting severe weather alerts on my app, being like, don't go that way.
Not the curb.
And I was like smashing through fucking mailboxes. Got home, emptied it out, get a notification from DoorDash saying, Santa Monica is very busy right now. I'm like, gotta fire it up. Gotta make some money. Someone's gotta make some money around here. Got a $40 order to drive to Beverly Hills. I'm like, it's all out.
First?
No. Went to there's a bakery. I went to the bakery, picked up $40 worth of gluten. This is the most LA story of all time. I had diarrhea in my car. I didn't have
Once
it, but it
upon
was
a
there.
time
It was
in
cooking.
Hollywood.
Yeah. Another day of sun. I literally, my stomach is turning. I go to pick up $40, two handled bags of gluten-free bread to go deliver to Beverly Hills.
Wow.
I drive there. I have the bag. I'm feeling fine. I'm starting to kind of
They
feel a
don't have
little
gluten-free
rumbly.
bread in Beverly Hills.
Well, this is like a famous thing.
This was like a Smokey and the Bandit, but with bread.
What do you don't know shit about LA. You take the diarrhea pill and then you fucking order gluten-free bread 40 minutes away from you. From Instagram.
Yeah,
the
I'm new
Instagram bread and then the
here.
Instagram pill. And then you get a fucking, poor guy named Samuel to deliver it to you. And so I get there and the guy behind the desk is kind of a weird, or behind the front thing. I park it's a apartment building. I sit in my Cadillac, put the hazard lights on right in the front. No one can get past. Fuck you. If you live in a building, fuck you.
Sorry, bread emergency.
Yeah.
Gotta deliver this bread.
I get inside. The guy's watching fucking like First Take, and they're talking about baseball or something. And I was like, "You Dodgers fan?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "They're doing well." I was like, "Is there an elevator?" And he's like, "Yeah." He points me to the elevator. Once I get in the elevator, I'm like, I gotta knock on this person's door after I deliver their gluten-free bread to be like, "Hey, I have a gluten intolerance too, and I accidentally consumed some. I'm gonna need to use your fucking toilet to blow it up. I'm gonna have to lock."
I think when I was at the bread store, a piece of gluten bread flew into my mouth by accident.
I'm gonna have to lock the bathroom door after I'm done with it. But can I use it? It's just one.
I don't know if you checked the weather app, but there's a high gluten index in the air right now. I'm absorbing secondhand gluten.
On my mother's grave. It's just gonna be one. It's gonna be two. I swear to God, it's just gonna be one. I'm gonna poop a lot. No, it's just gonna be one. I'm in there for 20 minutes. I get out. There's a cartoonish
That
green.
blood with corn in it that came out of my
That
penis.
was a one. Oh, you think that's... What does your one look like? That's a one for me. This place is the type of place where you walk down the hall and each door has two doors. And it's just one of... Do you know what I mean? Like it's a double door.
Of like the front door of the apartment?
Yeah, the
is
apartments are
two
so
doors?
nice that it's like two doors.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's like... This is a nice apartment building in Beverly Hills. And
So you can like drive your car into your
I'm slamming on the door, being like, "Let me in!" No, so I knock on the door, take a picture, put the bag there. They tipped so well.
Nice.
I worked for 20 minutes, $40. This one gluten-free bread order. So great. I get back in the elevator. I'm like on my phone, getting severe weather apps on Google Maps, being like, I need to shit in a McDonald's. I gotta find a homeless guy's tent to shit in, or I gotta find a McDonald's, go into the trash bag, or go into the trash can, get the receipt, find the bathroom code, and do a McDouble in the toilet. And by McDouble, I mean a 2, because it's not a 1. I lied, it's a 2. But so then instead, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it anywhere. So I go to the guy behind the front desk. I'm like, "You guys have a bathroom?" And he's like, "Yeah, you can use the employee lounge." And I was like, thank God I talked to this guy about baseball.
Employee lounge.
Just yet again, just another example of baseball saving my fucking life, because I connected with this guy immediately. And I was like, "Hey, can I?" It's just gonna be one. It's just gonna be one. I swear. I'm not gonna get you fired for you ruined the bathroom. It wasn't me. No one's
going for
him.
2.
And so I get into the employee lounge. It's really nice.
He's rounding first.
It's a really nice. They got a microwave in this employee lounge and a toaster oven. Anyway, I blow up the bathroom. It was just
Steal anything from their fridge?
not a good idea to do a long distance drive after you take a pill that empties out your lungs.
Promises to induce. What do you know what this is called?
No, I kind of took it on a bet or on a give me it.
Like,
I bet I could not shit for the rest of the week.
I'm strong.
I bet I could not shit for the rest of the week.
I'm strong. Give me the diarrhea pill. I'm strong.
Doing stuff like that, because you think
I ain't scared.
you take the diarrhea pill and you're like, it's like going into the ocean where you're like, I can swim. I'm stronger than that. But your stomach, your brain can't control it, your body can't control it. It's really its own beast, and it's not even part of you. I would argue that your stomach's not even
has
part
its own
of
brain.
You. Yeah. Oh, there he is. You know how men think with their dicks? All humans think with their ass. They're like, what should I do today? I should be around a toilet because I took the diarrhea pill last night.
Multiple human brains. Yeah, humans don't just have one brain.
That was a great catch. That was a replay. I don't care.
These carousel jerseys look like the cups at every place you would get a cup
In the 90s.
In the 90s.
The 90s.
It's also funny that they're from Europe, Africa.
Is that what we're calling it now? Yeah. Hadn't been racist for like 20 minutes. So, another great play. Damn, these kids can ball. Canada? Thought they should be playing hockey. Yeah. So don't do that because being behind the wheel with diarrhea, it's even worse than having to piss.
I don't think I've ever taken a diarrhea pill. Only the pill that stops you up. Like
I have the stop you up. I thought about it. I was like, I took a pill to let it loose. I have those pills in my car. I have a fucking CVS in my glove compartment. I have Tums. I have ibuprofen. I have.
You have a Coinstar, a thing that makes keys.
Yeah,
a woman with purple hair who's half in the bag.
I have a sunglasses like carousel.
I have sunglasses.
I have a bunch of different types of candy that have dust on them.
Oh, you know what I did the other day at CVS? I didn't get Old Spice or Head and Shoulders. I went with Irish Spring. So big announcement, I'm changing scents.
You know what I just learned though? Black people think that if you use Irish Springs, you're racist.
Good.
That made me stop using it. So what if a
Why? Because you want the cheapest soap?
What if a black guy...
What about buying the cheapest, lowest status thing could ever mean that you have a bad opinion on something?
What if a black guy uses my shower and sees that I have the racist soap? What if Obama comes over one day and uses my shower?
Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't really think about it that way. If black guys think it's racist, I usually have so many black guys showering.
LeBron James is just like, let me in. The Crypto.com arena bathroom was closed, and I took a diarrhea pill before Game 7.
I took a pill. I thought it was steroids because I take steroids. My name's LeBron James, but it was a diarrhea pill. Let me in.
I've just been buying the fucking... I went to the 99-cent store and bought a 99-cent Suave big bottle of shampoo. The shampoo, shampoo is good when they don't even put like dye into it. It's just like white.
Just whatever pure.
Yeah.
Shampoo color.
It smells fucking really weird.
I like the thing.
I always do cheapest.
I got cheapest, but the shampoo I got has...
I'm always itchy.
It has like menthol in it or something.
Ooh,
so
nice.
It's like a cooling shampoo.
The beads.
That's pretty nice.
I can't get an answer on where the beads go.
Do
the homeless people eat the beads? Does that get washed into the...
Yeah, the micro beads everyone had a problem with because that was also killing the fish or something, or it just never left anything.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's plastic in everything now, and it's already too late, and there's probably no reason to care, is the real answer. But this doesn't even have the beads. This is just kind of like cooling.
Last time we had a big storm here, it hailed sideways, and there was zero warning. It was just like, I woke up, checked the weather app, and it was like, it's clear, and it was flooding. We had floods here, and there was hailing, and I took video of it. I was like, this is nuts.
Does everyone just suck? Because
tell you what, the president does. I'm a commercial actor, and the president sucks. It's like, man, shut up.
But like, what's the deal with like the fires in Maui? They apparently got like no heads up.
Well, I know what it is.
The alerts went... Well, yeah, because those were direct energy weapons used to clear real estate for BlackRock or whatever.
I do legitimately think that we're going to get climate lockdowns. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast. I talk about it constantly off mic. But we're going to get... We had fake virus lockdowns. We're going to have climate lockdowns where they're like... Hurricane in Los Angeles? Palm Springs is straight? And it's raining? Well, I guess we should all stay inside and stop driving. I guess we should
But
stop vaping and you know.
I guess Snow White's got to be Puerto Rican now to stop climate change.
I saw a thing this morning that was like the son of the original director of the animated Snow White movie says that Walt Disney would be rolling in his grave and his father would be rolling in his grave if he saw what they did, this debauchery of what they did to Snow White. And I was like, I bet this guy likes a lot of things happening right now. I bet this guy is a whole lot of fun. I bet that this guy isn't the reason that his daughter doesn't go to Thanksgiving anymore.
His name is Disney?
No, it's like...
Imagine being a Disney who just has nothing to do with Disney, and you are.
I thought that Walt Disney... I thought everyone agreed that all his kids would change their name.
Change their name. No, you're thinking of Adolf Hitler.
Oh, yeah. Sort of Germany's Disney.
The other mustached creative genius of the 20th century.
Building big towns. He built... Whatever.
Try that in Orlando.
What are we at?
Almost an hour.
Oh, nice. Oh, just I have another thing I can talk about. No, actually, if you have something, I'm not positive I want to talk about this or not. It'd be too personal.
I was something you said reminded me of something, but then you brought up Hitler.
It's on my mind. It's like when a hot girl walks by, you're like, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I had something really interesting to say, but then you brought up
Hitler.
Oh,
is that Hitler?
oh, shucks. No way a guy like Hitler would ever be interested in me. No way a cool guy like Adolf Hitler would ever give a second look at a lowly guy like me.
Hitler always has
He's so cool.
He's got the coolest clothing on. Dude, did you see Hitler's new car?
Did you see the 6-wheel
It's got
Mercedes?
6 wheels. Hitler's so cool. If I could grow a mustache, I'd grow just like Hitler. But this is like them. This is like not us. This is them. This is like German.
Hi, my name's Cody Ashby, and when I grow up, I want to be Hitler.
Yeah.
Nah. My favorite guy, the Philly Fanatic.
My name's George Simmons. I play second base for Carolina, and my favorite political system is nationalized socialism. Maybe. Germans don't play baseball.
No, I think Europe seems to have so little. Oh, I thought this was Carousel. This is Czech Republic.
I think they get mad.
They lumped Europe in with Africa.
When baseball was being invented, I think like England and like that area, whatever's going on there on that island, they were still a little bit pissed off at us. So they're like, we have fucking soccer. Enjoy your stupid fucking new sport.
It's when like the split really happened.
Yeah.
Because like how they have different words for cars, like boot and bonnet, and they take the lift, not an elevator.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The hood and the trunk of a car is the
Speaking
boot
fucking
and
English?
bonnet.
Really?
Yeah, there's all this crazy stuff where like anything invented after we split, there's like different words for it.
Oh, yeah.
So they were playing rounders.
What do they call women's rights or black people voting over there?
Big fucking mistake. Let me tell you, this whole town's going to fucking rubbish bin ever since they wouldn't let that Hitler.
Try cranking a Bobby in this small village. I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
I plan to keep it that way for myself.
I'll talk about this. I don't want to talk about that. That'll be an off mic thing. It's so funny, but it's too personal. I just don't want it.
Yeah, then they don't deserve it.
What are we at? I think we can end it.
Yeah, that's an hour.
Oh,
they already
nice.
get feet.
Yeah,
They
you already
got-
get the toesies. All right.